Well, so much in India has changed since 1989. You can virtually not recognize the country, but there has been one constant indulgence, and that person's name is Sachin Tendulkar. Thank you very much for sparing the time and talking to us.
Pleasure.
Let me begin by asking you, do you remember the Karachi morning, 15th of November 1989? Is it as clear as that on 15th of November 2009?
Yes, I remember. I remember we fielded first, and the first day I was so exhausted. I went back to the hotel. I slept at 6:30 and woke up at almost 8:30, 9 o'clock. Somehow had my dinner again, went off to sleep. I was so tired. Salil Ankola was my first room partner, and we were just discussing how the first day in Test cricket was, and said never thought it can get so
at
tiring.
16 you were a Test cricketer.
Yeah, at 16 I got an opportunity. I was so grateful, and but it was an experience. That match was something. It happened to be Kapil Dev's 100th Test match, so the occasion became
and Waqar Younis's
special.
debut Test match as well.
That's right.
Let me ask you, Sachin, did you ever at that point experience what mortals call stage fright? Did you ever think that maybe this is not where I belong just yet?
I definitely felt that way. The first innings, I was walking out to bat, and the entire stadium was going berserk, and it was Wasim Akram bowling from one end and Waqar Younis charging in. So, I didn't know what was happening. For good 6-7 minutes, I had no idea what was happening around me, and that entire innings, I would say, it's kind of a blur now. I don't remember precisely what happened each ball. Normally I do remember, but that innings I just don't remember much. But I know that I got out, I came back inside, and I was like, what have you done? I mean, what did you do? And this was not expected of you, and you're supposed to go out and do well. And I was extremely disappointed. I actually started doubting my ability. I said, do you actually belong here or not?
In all this time now, of the time that you have spent in international cricket, I don't want to get into the specifics because time doesn't allow it, but what would you say has been the highest point of Sachin Tendulkar's international career and the lowest point of your international career in 20 years?
I think there have been many wonderful moments. But I think if I have to single out one, then it has to be the 2003 World Cup, the match against Pakistan, because the entire atmosphere was something special, and the build-up was such that exactly a year before that, people had started counting the number of days left for that match. So that has to be a special match, and then the lowest point probably 2007 World Cup in West Indies.
Now, 20 years, Sachin, is a long time, and it doesn't need to be said how long it is in modern sport, because it's compared to what cricket was in the 40s and the 50s. You play so much more now. You've been ravaged by injuries. Every part of your body is hurt. Has there been ever an occasion, Sachin, when you've said, maybe this hurts too much, this is too hard, I've done enough, I need to now give up? Has that thought ever even crossed your mind?
Not like that. I mean, I at no stage I've felt that I should stop. It's enough. There have been occasions where I felt, no, my body is not feeling great. I mean, I need to work harder in the gym and then get myself in good condition. But I precisely remember there's this tennis elbow injury that I had, which was by far the worst injury I've had so far, and it was a difficult phase. I tried every possible treatment, nothing worked. And after getting operated, which was the last option, and I was pushed to that extent that I had to undergo a surgery. And after that, again I was not feeling that great, and by then I had became so impatient. I wanted to get back in action, and I wanted to start playing. And I felt, my progress was not taking place at the rate one would have expected. But the doctors had told me that, you just got to be patient. It'll heal. It'll get better. Everything is fine. It just requires time. But I was getting impatient, and in between, I the pressure was so much, and I was scared at that time that I may not be able to play cricket again, because I couldn't lift even my son's cricket bat. It was obviously there was no strength. There was a vast amount of muscle loss, and all I was doing was praying to God that just give me one more opportunity. I just want to play again. I don't want to stop playing cricket now. Please don't do this to me. And there have been some crazy things that I've done. I couldn't sleep at night, so I used to go for drives and alone, and just because I was so mentally disturbed, and I didn't want my career to end then.